Hello everyone, and today we're going to change out our drive belt for our 2015 Nissan Altima. So let's get started. Now before I begin the steps, I do want to address a question that some of you may have, and that is, when do I change out my drive belt? Well, when you look under your alternator and look on your tensioner pulley, you're going to find an indicator with an arrow, and then you're going to find a range right in front of it. If that arrow is outside the range, which this one's on the hairy edge, it's time to replace it, or if it starts squeaking excessively. And now that we covered that little piece of information, now let's go ahead and begin the process. So on the passenger side, let's go ahead and loosen up the lug nuts on the wheel. And this is going to be a 21mm socket and a breaker bar. And we just want to loosen these up. We don't want to take them off completely. So there's number 4 and number 5. And now we can work our way under the vehicle so we can go ahead and place our jack stands and our service jack in the proper area. So we do have our pinch weld right there, but the service manual also supplies a spot right there on the frame. So we're going to go ahead and use that for our service jack. Go ahead and get it in place, and I apologize about the camera view. And just a little bit further, let me go ahead and whip the camera around, then we'll throw our jack stand under there, and then go ahead and lower it right down on the jack stand. Now I am going to leave the service jack in place just as a backup, but it's not really taking any of the weight, it's just barely touching it. So it's just there just in case. And now that we're lifted a few inches off the air, let's go ahead and remove the wheel and lug nuts. So there's 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. We'll go ahead and try to lift this up gently. There we go. We'll go ahead and roll that to the side. So now that the wheel out of the way, we can remove our 5 fasteners. So there's going to be 1 right there. There's number 2, number 3, number 4, and see if we can get my camera underneath. And yep, right there, there's going to be number 5. So let's go ahead and grab our trim removal tool and see if we can remove all 5 of these fasteners. And I'm going to try to do it with the camera in the way. Tell you what, let's lift it up just a little bit more. There we go. And we'll go ahead and pop that out. So there's number 1. And we'll get number 2. Very nice, didn't drop it. Number 3. And number 4. Now some of these are damaged, which I will replace, but that's no big deal. And we'll get number 5 right at the bottom. And this one is a little bit bigger from the rest. And we'll very gently drop our protector side cover and go ahead and set that aside. Now I am going to share with you a grievance I have, because the area we have to work in is right here. Where all these pulleys are in the belt, that's where we have to work on. And there's not a lot of room because we have this fender protector right here, and it would be nice to get it off, but it's a lot of screws and a lot of fasteners. So it's not really worth it, so I'm kind of working this little tight space we have. And the main area we're going to be focusing on is the tensioner pulley, where the hexagonal part kind of looks like a bolt. That's what we need access to loosen up this drive belt. And obviously, since there's not a lot of room to work, we're going to have to use a Serpentine Belt tool, which is great for this particular instance. So it's really thin, and we can go ahead and hook a 3/8 ratchet to it, and it has a 17mm socket on there. So this is pretty much exactly what we need to get in this little tight space. So I'll see if we can go ahead and finagle that up there. Get it on that bolt that's on that tensioner pulley. There we go. And then let's go ahead and put our ratchet on there. And there we go. And then we got to turn it clockwise so we can go in the loosen position. So it's going to require a little bit of force, and then I got to lift it up a little bit to get in front of that crankshaft pulley. And that looks like it's high enough, so let's go ahead and grab a 5mm Allen key, and we'll go ahead and see about locking it in place. And I'll show you that in detail just in a second. So it looks like we're secure, so that looks pretty good. Alright, so that looks pretty safe. Now we go ahead and bring the camera up, and we'll go ahead and grab our light. And there we go. So right there, you're going to see that's a little circle and a little locking point where you stuck your Allen key in. That holds your tensioner pulley in place. And now let me go ahead and get this Serpentine Belt tool off. Get with the ratchet first. We'll see about finagle that off. And come on. There we go. And it looks like everything's pretty good. Do another check. Yeah, that thing's not going anywhere. And now we can begin by removing the drive belt. So I'm going to start at the top at the alternator. I'm going to lift it right off that pulley. And there we go. We'll go ahead and let that fall down. Then we're going to work my way under the vehicle again and pretty much just start taking off each pulley. And it gets easier the more you take them off, each one. So we'll go ahead and start by getting it off the water pump. Then we'll get it off the crankshaft pulley. And again, it doesn't matter which order as long as you get it out. And I just finagle this just for a few seconds. Come on. And there's always that one that always gets stuck on. Come on. And almost there. And there we go, and get that last one off. And it was just that easy. And of course, before we throw in the new belt, we always want to compare it to the old one. So here's our brand new one. We'll go ahead and take it out its sleeve. Throw it aside. And let's go ahead and compare them. Looking at it, Width is the same. We'll check the length. Yep, looks pretty good. Looks about the same length. And looking at the ribs, yep, we got the same amount. So it looks like this is going to be an identical belt. This should definitely work. And for installing it, I'm going to go ahead and start from the top. So I'll go ahead and place it right next to the alternator. See about feeding it down. And you can do this in any order you want. I'm just starting with the top and working my way down just because of convenience. So I'm going to get it on top of the alternator first. There we go. Then I'm going to work my way back under the vehicle. And then we'll see about getting it around our AC compressor. Again, the order doesn't really matter. The last one you're going to want to do is your tensioner pulley. That's pretty much the one you want to save for last, but all the other ones, it's all up to you. You pretty much want to take the path that fights you the least. Alright, so it looks like I got them all the pulleys. Now I'm going to go ahead and contort myself and try to get it around the tensioner pulley. And since there's no walls on it, it should be the easiest to slip on. That's why we saved that one for last. And with a little bit of force, it looks like we got it on there. And now we can go back in with our same Serpentine Belt tool and our 17mm socket. And we're going to grab our ratchet, of course. And come on. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and turn this clockwise just a little bit, just so we can unlock that tensioner pulley and pull out that Allen key. And you kind of got to do this with both hands, so it's going to fight you just a little bit. And there we go. And now let's go ahead and put some tension back on that pulley. That went nice and easy, so that's good. Belt looks pretty good. Looks like everything's in place, so now let's go ahead and get our Serpentine Belt tool off. Come on. Okay, that works too. Now, before we begin starting the vehicle, let's go ahead and do a last visual inspection. We want to make sure this belt is exactly where it needs to be. Looking at the alternator, looks like it's on that pulley very nicely. Looking down at the other pulleys, so far so good. This is the part you take your time on because it's better to be safe than sorry. And looking around, yep, looks pretty good. Alright, I think we're in great shape. I think we can go ahead and move forward. So let's go ahead and grab our 19mm socket and our ratchet, and let's go ahead and turn the crankshaft pulley clockwise just a few times. The whole idea is you want to go ahead and equalize tension on this belt. And we're just going ahead and turn it a little bit. There we go. Now let's go ahead and install our front fender protector side cover. And we are going to throw a few new fasteners in there since the old ones dry rotted away. And they look shiny and pretty. So there's 2. And get number 3. Number 4. And then going under the vehicle, we'll get number 5, which is the big boy. And we'll get that in place. And there we go. So that's secure and that's not going anywhere. And we're almost done. So all we got to do is reinstall our wheel and lug nuts. So go ahead and place our wheel right back on our hub. There we go. Hold it with my foot. And go ahead and start by hand threading these lug nuts in place. I'm not really tightening these down. I'm just getting them snug. And you always want to tighten down lug nuts in a star pattern. So that one feels nice and snug. Let's get that last one. Okay, so far so good. Now let's go ahead and take our service jack. Raise the vehicle just a little bit. There we go. Go and remove our jack stand. And we'll go ahead and lower this down as gently as we can. And beautiful. And now we can go ahead and grab our torque wrench, which is set to 83 foot-pounds, and go ahead and tighten up these lug nuts. And you always want to do a star pattern, so we'll start at the top. So there's number 1, and 2, 3, 4, and lastly, number 5. Now let's go ahead and turn over our engine. Alright, so far so good. Go ahead and let it run for a second, rev it up a few times. Alright, that actually looks like we're in great shape. Let's go ahead and go for a test run. And driving around for about 20 minutes, felt like everything's pretty good. Everything sounded great, no issues whatsoever. Well, if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe.